Hello, all. I am recording this today, January 21st. First and foremost, I want to know how people are doing. Please leave a note in the comments. Yesterday was rough for a lot of people, including myself. But it also, for me personally, made me even more resolve to show up for you guys, to bring joy, to bring comfort, and say, yes, I am showing up in a joyful, comforting, caring manner for you, for me, for our collective, for our community, because that's where it is. There's going to be a ton of chaos that we are going to be dealing with, and we can still find comfort. We can still nurture ourselves. And when we can find those moments of joy, we need to do that as well and celebrate those. If you are a regular subscriber of mine, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you are new to my channel, I'm Tara. I am a spiritual coach and teacher. I've had my certification since 2010. I do these dailies to give you that little bit of respite of whatever's going on in your day. This is kind of your spot to feel comfortable, to kind of embrace your nurturing aspect of yourself, to maybe even find some joy. That said, yesterday, I did really think about how I want to look at these dailies going forward. I'm still doing them. I think they're really, really crucial right now to do. So they are going to be, I am going to still do them. I'm obviously still going to have to record ahead on some of these ones. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do them a little bit more formula. Because one of the things I really want to make sure people are doing is checking in with themselves, is seeing where kind of are they on, like, with their emotions, whatever. So I'm going to be incorporating that. I asked you already to put that in the comments below where you are emotionally. But I've got some ideas for kind of those check-ins that I'm going to be incorporating into these videos. Obviously, I'm going to still try to grab your big Astro or what moon signs we're coming into, so that'll also kind of help you figure out just kind of the vibe and the energy of your day. I'm going to still pull cards, like that's the big deal. And then also kind of talk about what is going on with me, because right now I've decided to offer a class called How to Deal with Chaos. And I've got 2 dates right now for it. It is either the 30th, the Thursday at 7 p.m. Central, or if you can't do that one, there is the Sunday, February 2nd, is going to be those classes on how to deal with chaos. The overall content will be the same in either of those classes. They're $39, but each class is going to have its own little flair, little flavor. So I have the link in my website, so go ahead, go check that out, or in the description for my website. There we go. And so that's kind of how I'm going to structure it a little bit. And we'll get into a better rhythm as we go on. And I always will pull some type of cards for you guys. So let's get into card pulls. These are the Oracle of Trees cards today. Nature is really going to help us get through this year. And nature herself is going through a lot of changes and a lot of shifts. So it's going to be a big year for everybody. It's going to be a year of change. It's going to be a year of endings and the start of stuff new. And some of it we're not going to like. I mean, I want this to be, your little respite, but I also want to acknowledge the hard things going on. And there's going to be some rough times. And we can still find our joy, find our things that bring us comfort, find things that nurture us. So we're going to get through this day by day. I'm here. There's other spiritual teachers on the YouTube. There's other spiritual readers on YouTube. We got this. We got support. We are building beautiful communities here. All right. So what do the trees have for us today? Cherry blossom. Death, rebirth, and renewal. There are going to be endings. There are going to be some rocky times. And it's the renewal. It's the rebirth of things. Things that we get to create better in a different way, in creative ways. And sometimes going through that death process can be rough and awful. And it's important that there is still hope. One of the things that I am really focusing on this year is connection, your connection to courage, hope, and renewal. This is all about this card. I actually might even make this card be kind of like our standard card for the year. I think I might, because it incorporates everything that I just said about what's important for those connections. All right, so then we've got growth. Redwoods are such majestic trees, and they're massive, and they took a long time to grow, and they regenerate. There is something about us growing this year, even amidst all the kind of crazy chaos that we've got going on. This is going to be a huge year for personal, societal, and collective growth. We're going to weather this way better if we can embrace that this year is truly about growth. And finally, persistence. We're going to have to keep working at it. We're going to have to keep checking in with ourselves to see where we are. We're going to have to keep showing up for ourselves, our loved ones, our communities that are important to us. It's not all going to get fixed quickly, but being persistent is going to lead us to growth. And it's going to have our rebirth and connecting to our hope. That is really, truly where we are going, even when it feels awful and chaotic and disappointing and frustrating. We are moving. We are growing this year. We are doing it through persistence. And we are dealing with death, rebirth, and hope. All right. Make sure you give yourself a self-hug that is super, super supportive for you. And it's such an easy thing to do. When you first start giving yourself a self-hug, it can kind of feel odd. But the more you do it, the more you actually know that you're worthy, you're enough, and you're deserving of your own compassion and self-love. All right, that's what I've got for you guys today. Again, let me know how you're doing in the comments, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.